Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm doing something new with doing makeup on somebody else. So it's gonna be like a glowy, fun, light makeup look. So let me know how you like it. First I'm gonna prep her skin with the Pond's moisturizer. I like to put that on before I put on anything, even if it's a matte primer, to give the skin some moisture. Then I'm gonna go in with the NARS Radiance primer. Next, I'm going to fill in her brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil, I think it's called, in dark brown. And I'm just going to slowly but surely fill in her brows, not too dark because I still want them to look natural. So I move in slow, short sweeps. You don't want to go too hard because then you'll be looking like a permanent marker. Next, I'm cleaning up her eyebrows with a mixture of MAC NC42 and a NARS concealer. I have to see what color that is. I'm going to try to put it down in the description box below. So I cleaned up her eyebrows with that. And you want to go in short strokes as well with cleaning up the eyebrow because you don't want to go, like I said, too hard and make it look unnatural and not cute. I got this brush. It's a concealer brush, I think, but I made it flat just by putting so much concealer and things over time in it. I got this brush from, I think, Walmart. It's like one of those bamboo brands, like the green brands. I've been having it for about like 2 years and I have yet to lose it because I love it so much. I actually need to go and buy another one before they stop selling them. Next, I'm going to go in with my P. Louise eyeshadow base. This is like one of the first colors that she came out with, but I love putting this down. It's my favorite eyeshadow base. All the colors come out true to color with this, and you want to make sure that when you apply it, you pat it instead of rubbing it. I had to learn that lesson the hard way, but yeah, pat it on, not rub it on. So to start the transition color, I'm going to go in with my 3502 palette from Morphe. I'm going to use that lighter tan color to use as her transition. Next, I'm going to go into the same palette in that deepish reddish brownish color. I don't know what the color is called. I lost the color sheet. But to deepen the crease, I'm going to use that to create that shadow in her crease area. Next, I'm going to spray my brush and go into my Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette along with that same Morphe palette and use those two shimmers to top her eye off. Don't mind how dirty my palettes look. I don't really clean the excess shadow off. Maybe I should because I'm a little embarrassed. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my Juvia's Place palette with a similar color. And I'm going to try to fade in that shimmer on her eye. I like how to keep in the warm colors, like the warm browns, the warm orangish brownish, reddish browns. I love that color, especially because it makes her eyes pop. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques brush and use MAC's NC42 mixed with the NC45 color to get her perfect undertones. She has both red and yellow undertones, so I'm gonna like, well, neutral type undertones. So I like mixing my foundations and feeling like a mad scientist to get the perfect color. Next, I'm going in with that NC42 again from MAC and just placing it under her eye, grabbing a lot of product kind of sort of, and just swiffing it on her face, not too hard, but lightly. Also, guys, if you live in the Atlanta area and you would like a hands-on class with me, I am offering that. The link will be in my description box below to be able to book that. And also, if you would like to book your makeup appointment to get your face speak, girl. I forgot what this brush name is called, but it's a Real Techniques brush, and I'm gonna just like fade it in. So I'm really only blending the outsides off to make it look more airbrushed to blend it in. And you guys, I'm literally patting and pulling. Like I'm pulling from the outside and patting the inside and literally pushing the inside and outside. It's like a circular type motion. Next, I'm going to bring some warmth back in her face. I'm using Truly Topaz from Black Opal and that Real Techniques brush again. I have two separate ones, but just, you know, bring warmth back into the outside parts of her face to shade it. Not necessarily contouring, but just bringing that warmth back in. And I like to use fluffy brushes to do this method with the Black Opal because Black Opal has a tendency of feeling really, really heavy on the face and cakey. And we don't like heavy feeling makeup. So build slowly but surely is the perfect way to go with this. Next, I'm going to set underneath her eye with the Laura Merciar translucent powder. And I'm going to press that into her skin and let it kind of sit on top of there for a little bit. Next, I'm going to set the rest of her face with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark and medium tan. And I'm just going to lightly go between the both of them and brush it all around the outside of her face where there is not any setting powder. Next, to bring some yellow back into her skin, I'm going to place some Sacha Buttercup underneath the hollows of her cheeks, and I'm also going to place some underneath her eyes, down the bridge of her nose, to bring some yellow color back in there. Next, this is my holy grail, you guys. I use this palette on everybody. I have all the shades. I have the light to medium, the medium to dark, and the dark to deepest. Black Radiance contour palette. You need to go and get that. It's cheap and affordable, and it's very pigmented and very worth it. I suggest everybody go run and get them and let me know how you think. I'm gonna go in with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium dark and medium, and I'm tapping that under eye in. I'm not necessarily wiping it away because I don't want that excess powder to get all over her face. I'm tapping it in, and then on underneath her cheekbones, I'm swirling it in. Next, I'm using my Black Radiance Baked Blush, and I'm just going to lightly, it's very pigmented, y'all, so be careful, lightly place this on the apples of her cheeks. Now I'm smoking out her under eye. First, I'm using the orange color from the 3502 palette from Morphe. Using that orangish color that they have in there, and then next I'm going to go in with the darker reddish brown color. I'm measuring her lashes to make sure that they fit on her lash. There's one thing that I hate, it's to see a lash that's too big for an eye. Hate it. So you always want to make sure you measure your lash before placing it on yourself or your client. Next, I'm gonna do my first round of spray with the MAC Fix Plus spray. And now for the highlight, I'm using Black Radiance Baked Bronzer. And this is in the color Rose Gold. As you see right here, I'm trying to get better with the focusing. But I just take one of my Morphe brushes and lightly, this is another pigmented product, you guys. Place it on her nose, bridge of her nose, her eyebrow bones, the apples of her cheeks, her forehead. And that is all, you know? You guys, my model is so silly. She's saying it's pretty, period. Next, I'm gonna mist her face with the Morphe setting spray, my favorite setting spray next to MAC Fix Plus. Yes, it continuously sets the face throughout the day. Now I'm lining her lips with MAC Chestnut. So we're gonna go for like a nudie bronzy lip to go with this cute look. Next, I'm gonna go on with MAC's Fresh Brew and Honey Love lipsticks and just place that onto her lips. And then I'm gonna top it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Bronze Lip Gloss. Such a pretty combination. I love this lip combo. And that about wraps up this look. I hope you all loved it as much as we do. If you have any suggestions on how I could do better with these type of tutorials, let me know. I love you all so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mwah.